Hi guys. Hey, I'm here in my kitchen again, welcome, for a little update on GI Baby Chronicles. Yay. So today is 10 weeks. Yay! And feeling good. Yes, I've been taking a few extra naps. So that's been fun. A few things. First of all, I want to thank you guys all so much for your awesome feedback on my first little video. It was so amazing to hear feedback from some amazing mamas and just their stories, and that actually inspired me. So congratulations. I am going to be reaching out to a few of you amazing mamas that connected with me and be asking for an interview, because I think it would be amazing to interview some of you mamas who have really done this well. I just got an email from one friend of mine today and she goes, Jane, pregnancy was awesome. I never had issues. I worked out through both of them. My body bounced right back, and just enjoy it and don't worry about it. So it's really encouraging to hear that. And again, you guys, I know this is such a personal thing. I know every body is different. So I'm not here trying to say, hey, you need to do it my way or else you're wrong. Or, I know this is a very sensitive topic because some women's bodies just don't respond to things. And I fully understand that. But at the same time, it's really fun to hear from people also who have done it and found things that worked for them, to have them really just go through pregnancy and come out, feeling really great again as well. So a few things that I'm going to go over today that I have just kind of figured out so far. You know what, the number one thing, and it's really ironic because I preach this all the time in my profession, especially with women, because women are usually notoriously terrible about it, but getting protein in. Okay, I'm 5'9.5" and 150. Okay, now I'm like 155. Okay. Anyway, and so getting protein in is paramount. I've always taken in between like 130 and 160 grams of protein. When I competed in my last show 2 years ago in Vegas with my coach, I hired a really fantastic nutrition coach, and he actually increased my protein to 185 grams a day. And why do I tell you this? I tell you this because I was blown away, again, from somebody who thought that they kind of knew it all with protein. I was like, are you kidding me? Am I going to be snorting this every day? Like what's going on? And just for those who want to know, when you pay a high-level coach for nutrition, he did not give me any food sources. He did not give me any meal plan, nothing. I paid a nice amount of money for him to give me macros. So proteins, carbs, and fats for each meal. And then I got to figure out from there. So in a day, 185 grams of protein, congratulations, figure it out. There's no off-limit foods, but you have to hit your macros exactly to the gram, because they would actually vary week to week by 1 gram. Certain things, okay? Based on my progress pictures and how I looked. Why do I tell you that, and why is this important for pregnancy, okay? This is important because protein is what helps keep us lean, tight, and strong. And as I mentioned in my last video, throughout my whole life, if I get really hungry, I will feel nauseous, and I've come very close to throwing up a few times, and that's my whole life. I'm 33, okay? So that's just like a normal thing to me. I just know that I have to eat often and definitely get my protein in. And I believe from my research and things and everything that I've looked at is a lot of women, I don't care if you're pregnant or not, it's probably enhanced when you're pregnant, but a lot of women just don't feel like eating protein, and they feel like eating something sweet, so they go for fruit, which is healthier than a Snickers, and they go for things like breads and crackers. Well, both of those things actually spike your insulin levels. They will make your blood sugar levels go crazy, and then your blood sugar levels will drop like crazy, so you're gonna feel like dirt. When you don't eat enough protein, your lean muscle tissue actually gets eaten by your body, because your body doesn't need lean muscle tissue to function in your brain. And so your body will eat your lean muscle tissue and then hang on to your body fat. Then this process is no different when you're pregnant. It just becomes more annoying, because then you're gonna feel weaker because you're losing muscle tissue. And you're also going to not feel full as long, probably because you're not eating protein. So you're gonna wanna eat carby, snacky things, salty things much more often, or fruits, which again, then you're on a roller coaster, which means that you're spiking your blood sugar levels, and then you're dropping and crashing, and then you're feeling like dirt, and then you're going down. So I cannot even stress how important it is to get protein in, especially when you're growing another human being. Okay, you want to have amino acids, the building blocks of your muscle and structure, which is protein, if you're building another human being. So, based on your height and your activity and all those things, but women, I encourage you at least get in 80 to 120 grams of protein a day, at least. Again, I know you might have to find some really fancy ways to do it, but figure it out, because if you love your kid and you want to feel good, you'll do it, okay? Seriously. So some ways is like plain Greek yogurt and putting like PB2 and some stevia or truvia in it and putting a half an apple diced up in it. That gives you, you can put some real peanut butter in, a little bit, like maybe 1 tablespoon. You're getting some good fats, you're getting high protein in plain Greek yogurt, and you're getting a half an apple, which has some fiber and some good carbs as well. So it's not that fruits are bad, but just doing all those things in moderation is always key. That's one really quick way to get protein that you're not eating meat, okay? Because a lot of my girls are like, I just don't want to eat meat, okay? So moving on, number 1, protein is absolutely paramount. You guys know this, we all know this, water, I preach it all the time. Same with pregnancy, you gotta get your water in. It's really just even more important. And my whole overarching thought with this, you guys, with pregnancy is that, people, sometimes from women, I feel like I hear that they just really wanna protect the baby. And I fully get that and understand that. But you treating yourself less healthy, in my opinion, unless there's a doctor involved that says, hey, you can't move, or there's extenuating circumstances, I completely respect that and understand that. But you treating yourself less healthy by eating for 2, which by the way is only 300 extra calories a day. Yeah, that's like 2 apples, by the way. Congratulations. By you treating your body more unhealthy, and you doing less activity, it does not help you in any way, or your child, to keep you and your child in the absolute best shape that you possibly can be. Because childbirth still is like, but what I go through in my mind as a trainer, if you were going to tell me that I was going to have to run, a marathon, or go run for 24 hours, or do something extremely excruciating for 24 hours, some women are in labor for 48 hours, I wouldn't just for the next 6 to 8 months be like, hey, I'm gonna eat brownies and chill. I would be like, oh my gosh, I better be training, I better be eating right, I better be supplementing right, I better be stretching, I better be doing yoga, I better be doing muscle training, like whatever it would be, I would want to be doing so I could be ready for that moment that is going to be so physically demanding, so that I could then bounce back. If I told you that you're going to go run for 24 hours in 8 months and you did nothing, and then you went and ran 24 hours, guess how long your recovery would be? Long. Months. You might ruin certain body parts. You might pull your abs. I see it. I see it in women that are pregnant, and they really do some damage to their bodies. That's not repairable, but they're just not ready for it, okay? So prenatal yoga is one of the only things in research that's actually been shown to decrease labor times. And when you think about yoga, there's tons of stretching. There's tons of, learning how to use your muscles and recruit your ab muscles and breathe, which of course that all plays into labor. And then, so my whole point with this is really just looking at it as something to really put yourself in the best position for, physically and mentally. And I know it's a challenge for everybody, and everyone's at different places with that, but that's just kind of my 2 cents on that so far. So feeling great at 10 weeks. The other thing I want to talk about is definitely fish oils. Fish oils and omegas have been shown to improve when your baby's brain is growing. It's really important to get a lot of fish oils and omegas in, because it actually helps their brain grow, and it can help increase, and yes, this has been researched and proven that it can help increase their attention span. And for all those who know me that might have slightly SPS, shiny penny syndrome, if I could have a child that has better attention than me, that would be a really good thing. So I take Advocare's Omega Plex. I take between 5 and 10 a day. And so, hey, yay for fish oils. It's always a good thing. Helps with hair, skin, and nails, and dry skin. And it's just, omegas are amazing for you. And I don't eat a truckload of fish either. So it's really important for me. So on that end, training is going well. I'm still just working out, doing my normal workout routines. Nothing is different there. And no weird cravings. As my husband said, you still eat the same weird foods that you did before. So apparently I'm just still as weird as ever, guys. Shocking. So with that, that's all I got for today. Yay for 10 weeks. And I'm excited to get these interviews to you guys from women who have really done this and give you their best tips and tricks and thoughts. So on that note, have an amazing day, and we'll talk soon.